So this is a bit of an experiment. See if I can actually record anything while I'm riding. It's always a bit interesting coming out of the petrol station, traffic going every which way, trying to get across a flow of cars. Motorbikes flying around the outside. Off we go. So I don't know how well this is going to work. Might not work at all. This traffic jam along here is just caused by one or two cars poking their nose into an intersection where there's nowhere for them to go. It happens every day. Fastest of the riders on the road, probably not the slowest either. Sometimes some of the other riders scare me a lot. Some of the cars seem to drive like they're on a motorbike, which is also very scary. So today I'll be working on release of the Keyman open source project, putting the documentation online, making announcements. All the code is currently in a public repository, which is very exciting for me. And then soon I'll actually be able to do some real code again rather than just organising things. I'm looking forward to that. Some mornings there's a lot of trucks along here, other mornings almost none. Not very predictable. Today seems to be par for the course. And this pattern of overtaking when somebody's turning is also a bit scary. Always be nervous of stuff popping out from in front of a truck like that. You can't see past. No sight lines. Doesn't faze some riders, but it certainly fazes me. On the right here, there's just completely filled in with dirt, including the ditch, which was a drainage ditch. So I don't know quite how that's supposed to drain in the future. As you can see, it's already filling up with water. The area that they've just filled in. So obviously going to be a big new subdivision or something like that, before right. Trying to get past these vehicles is often challenging. Do 20 kilometers an hour. Some of the drivers are easy to get past, and some are a bit aggressive and they're very scary to get past. So some will swing out to overtake without any warning. That's awfully close, that guy. also indicating to turn, but he was also stopped. And he wasn't turning, he just had his indicator on as he was driving. It hasn't rained in the last day, so the roads are drying out again. Although a lot of the roads dry out pretty much immediately after it finishes raining. It's just where there's water that's collected, it may stay for a few days. And of course places where all the water drains to, well, they stay wet the whole wet season. Right here they just put a bulldozer through there a few weeks ago, made the road wider or something. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe they're going to widen the road, I don't know. But I think I'll try and argue with the oncoming traffic. A lot of motorcycles going out this way are going to the same place I am, to NPIC, National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia. I can't even pronounce the Khmer name. A lot of the Cambodians call it Salah Kore, which means Korean school. It's all started by Koreans. There's a Japanese Cooperation Institute or something like that. On the left right there. 3 years ago this was nothing but rice fields here. Half the rice fields are gone and the other half are for sale. Make better time on this part. And this is the end of the smooth road. From here on it's lots of potholes to dodge and rough cratered road. The garbage collection is $1.25 a month. It's pretty good value, really. Up ahead, you probably won't be able to see this on camera. There's an English school. They really need to work on the English. It's a little bit distressing to see it. The yellow signs on the left. See if you can read those. It'd be nice if somebody told them, I guess. Everybody here is learning English. A lot of the richer Khmer will send their children to school where they study in English. End up speaking English pretty much as their first language. Excellent. Ornate gateways are a real feature here. One right back there was under construction for a long time. got to the point now where I know every single pothole in this stretch of road, except every time it rains I have to discover the new ones. I do wonder about people who ride their motos with big things sticking out the side of them. That's really scary, especially since they often just driving through the middle of traffic with, you would be very aware that there's this bit of wood or metal sticking out the side of this otherwise narrow motorbike. People going to do construction work, no doubt. The scariest motorbikes are the ones with somebody carrying glass. Sitting, usually the guy on the back of the motorbike will have a big sheet of glass on his knees, and it sticks out both sides of the motorbike. Can't see how that ends well. This is the back road. Take this one because the main road is about 2 feet underwater. There is another bypass you can use which goes through a construction site, but this route's more interesting. This route actually has been deteriorating a lot as there's been construction trucks on it. So it used to be very smooth, now it's rough all the way along, and there's holes appearing in it, and the end of it, as you shall see, is another story altogether. So these little plots of land along here, only about 6 weeks ago that was all rice fields there. Check the dogs. And we come up to more construction sites. Notice how the guy in front of me took his foot off the pegs and put them up. That's so he doesn't get his trousers muddy. I do the same thing. You have to be careful not to have to stop because front wheels brakes are not the best, especially when it's slippery. So here the road starts to deteriorate because of lots of truck traffic. Up ahead this used to be nice concrete road and now just a lovely mud track. I feel my back wheel wiggle a little bit even through that bit of mud. It's not too bad today. Construction iron sticking out the road, showing the history of the road. Once upon a time, it was a nice concrete road. Yeah, I'll follow him. Always follow somebody who looks like they know where they're going. And this is deep because a couple of days ago there was a truck well and truly bogged in it and managed to churn it right up. Yeah, squiggle squiggle as you go. And this road is just trucks all the way. Take advantage of the oncoming traffic to give you a buffer. And in we come. NPIC. We just done a bit. It's too long for me to read the whole thing. This fellow sits here much of the day and all he does is lift up that rope to stop motorcycles and other vehicles coming in when they're not supposed to. As a staff member I get to park closer to the buildings and the students, they all have to park out at the gate. And the new building up at the end there, apparently we'll move into that when it's finished. Should be cool. And a parking spot.